Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You know y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Yeah, you do. Steve Harvey got a radio show, but like I said the other day, you got something too, though, don't you? God done something wonderful for you. You just got to thank him for it. You know, in the midst of all this going on in my life and in your life, you know, I always use myself as an example because, that way I guarantee 100% I know what I'm talking about. Here's the situation. You know, with everything that's going on in my life and all the things I'm asking God for, in the midst of a taxing and a very trying situation that's very challenging for me right now, man, God just keeps on surprising me. He keeps doing things. And I want you to look at your life for a second. Let's make two columns here. Let's make a column of all the things you want from God. You know, just do that throughout the course of the day. You know, run down a list of all the things you're asking God for, all the things you're praying for, the things you aspire to, your dreams, your visions, whatever it is. Just make a column, a list of all those things. Let's make 3 lists. And then the second list, I want you to make a list of everything that you've been asking God for. So I guess that could be a little bit of the same. But this third list, I want you to do a checkoff point. I want you to make a list of everything that God has given you that you've asked him for. Just think about it like that for a second. I may be explaining it a little wrong right now, but I'm going to pull it together for you. Make a list of everything you're asking God for. Just list it. You know, it's okay. It's a dream board. You can call it that. I got one. It's a vision board. You know, everybody's got something you hope for. Make a list. Now, I want you to make another list of everything you've asked God for that he's given you already. See, this is a good list because sometimes, and what I've been guilty of, and maybe you too, in my request list on my dream board, I keep focusing so hard sometimes on the what I'm yet to receive. I keep focusing so hard on the what I hope he gives me. I keep focusing so hard on the things that are yet not fulfilled in my life that sometimes as he starts checking off my wish list, the things I've asked for in the past that have come to pass that he's given me, I sometimes, in praying for what I want, forget to thank him for what he's done for me. And I'm currently in the middle of that situation. And this morning when I woke up, I just got on my knees this morning and I quit tripping for a second. I said, man, hey, God, you know what? I really do need all them things I'm asking for, and I really am believing that you're going to give it to me. But in the meantime, though, man, have I overlooked some important details here. I had to really look at what he's done for me. I mean, look, man, take yourself out of it personally and look. Boy, you can leave yourself in it however you want to be. Some people can't do that. So just leave yourself in it then. But, man, I started looking at the I part of me, and I started looking around at what's happening overall. Like, man, he has kept my family together. In spite of the attempts to tear it apart, I look at all of that. I look at how he's blessing my children with the desires of their heart, which I pray for my kids. You know, I want my kids to have a better life than I've had. I really, really do. I don't want them to take as long as it took me to get it together. I really, really don't. I'm trying to say, hey, man, if you go to college, this is what you can be. Don't do like your father did. Don't go 3 years, drop out, throw yourself into a spiral, and then got to start scratch all over again. You know, and for the most part, so far, you know, they're doing quite well of it. You know, they're getting kicked around a little bit, but that's life. I started thinking of the blessings that he's helped me overcome with some of the previous mistakes I've made in relationships in my life. And then I started looking about the things he's blessed me with that I've been asking him for, but since I've moved on from it, I forgot to keep thanking him, because I got to always thank God for a roof over my head, because guess what? When I was asking for the roof and I didn't really have it, then he gave me one. Now, since he gave it to me, I'm just cool now? I can't ever go back to him and go, hey, man, I really do appreciate this roof over my head, because there was a time when I was living in a car. But see, so every morning I wake up, I got to remember the fact that I have a home now, because I got to look back and go, man, that was time, Steve, when you didn't have no home. But see, we forget what God has done for us, because in our column, the want column, the need column, we oftentimes forget for the columns and the check marks that he's already fulfilled in our life. You've got to take inventory every now and then, daily if possible, but I know we humans, we're not going to do that. I don't. But you've got to take inventory of your life to say, hey, what has God done for me? You know, and remember something else too. Change is good, but change is challenging. Accept the challenge that it is. Look, a lot of you come up to me all the time and say, Steve, man, thank you, man. Boy, you in the morning, man, I really be needing that. Well, like I done said it 100 times, but I'm going to say it again. Y'all, I be needing it too. You know, you understand? Sometimes what God is dealing with me is for me. But now I'm in a sharing position where I can open up, and if I just quit being so about me and become a little bit more transparent, I can, maybe some of me that's happening to me is happening to you, and you could see some of this in me. That's why I use myself as an example, because, man, I'm catching it too. Y'all, I ain't perfect either. So for those of you that come up to me and say that, I want you to understand, these talks in the morning, man, this is important for me, because, man, I need these conversations from God. I need God to continue to strengthen me, to show me the way, to help me understand what's happening to me. And see, as we've all, those of you who have made the decision to change, to become a better person, a better woman, a better boy, a better girl, a better man, for those of you who's made the decision to change is a challenge. And accept the challenge, because it's going to come. Because right out of that, here come the haters. Here they come. People you don't even know, discussing your life and your change. If God see you really, really mean what you say, in spite of what they say about you, God will raise you above the fray. He'll keep promoting you. He'll keep blessing you. He'll keep moving you up. He will use you as a show-off point. He'll show you off, man. He'll make you look good to people, man, who wish you'd fall all day long. And so to all your haters will end up just watching you rise, man. They will watch you continue to grow. That's what God will do for you, man. You can fool the world, but you can't fool God. God know your heart. He know your every thought, man.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your undivided attention, please? This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and let me say something. We are in full complement. Boy, can I tell y'all something? You beep it for me.
What?
A lawyer described, Dan Rather was on,
The newsman, Dan Rather?
yeah. He said, if let me see. Okay, you're gonna have to bleep this. He said, if Donald Trump was bull, he'd be a full symphony orchestra.
Dan Rather said that?
Go ahead,
Man,
Dan.
Shirley.
From 60 Minutes.
Shirley. Wow. Dan Rather said, if Donald Trump was bull, he'd be a full-piece orchestra.
Wow.
Violin, that's French horn.
That cymbals, little triangle, ting, 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 ting.
That's flute.
Oboe, violins. Boy, I hollered. Good morning, Shirley.
Good morning, Steve. Happy Friday.
Carla Ferrer.
Good morning, Dan Rather has had it.
Boy, let me tell you something. I hollered. Boy, look at here, Junior boy.
Morning, that's clarinets.
Come on.
Tubas.
Flutes.
Harps, everything.
A little white lady on a harp.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
Come on.
Trumpets.
Boom, 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 boom.
So crazy.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Jay? Anthony Brown.
Did you say French horns? You didn't say French horns.
Oh, we did? No.
Hey, did I speak to Carla?
Yeah,
No,
Yes, you did.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Okay.
No, he
Yes, I
didn't.
did.
He spoke to me morning, yes.
Carla, I'm sorry, baby. I always put the... Well, let me start this over. Shirley, I spoke to you.
Yes, sir, you did.
Good morning, Carla
again.
Ferrer.
Good morning, Steve. You spoke, though. What's up, crew?
Ladies before these fools here. Speaking of fools, Luke, what's up with you? J. Anthony Brown.
What's up, Steve Harvey?
He's clear.
Hey, man, they call it while you was out sick, they gave you a nickname, Luke.
Oh, for leukemia?
They was messed up, Jay.
Was
So
that
they
Shirley?
said that.
I'm pretty sure that was Shirley.
Hell
They
yeah.
means him.
Yeah, it was
I
Shirley.
said Shirley.
Because Shirley been saying it to me for the longest. Yeah, you over the loop now, so you can come to work every day. I mean, really. That's how you
terrible.
talk to a cancer survivor.
I
Damn.
did say that, yeah.
Yes.
Jay, we're so happy you're back.
What's up, Shirley?
Hey.
And the king of
free.
fools in ignorance, nephew Tommy.
Yes, sir. Top of the morning. It's Friday.
All right, well, listen, everybody's here. The gang's all here. Coming up at 32
Hell.
after the hour, we're going to find out what J. Anthony Brown has been up to.
I can tell you what I'm up to.
And the nephew, too, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, Jay,
Yes, baby. What's up?
you are back to the old Jay.
I'm back to the OJ. I'm cancer-free,
OJ?
baby.
Cancer-free.
Yeah. Don't call me OJ, though. But
Did you
don't
say
ever
OJ?
call me OJ. Yeah, she said OJ. Do not refer
I
to me
didn't
as
say
OJ.
Eddie Lavert.
Well,
You said
y'all got a
OJ.
lot in common, though.
Okay, let me hear what.
Him and OJ, both y'all like white women. So.
Yeah. But I don't kill mine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And therein lies the difference.
gosh.
Okay.
Thank you, Jay.
and there lies the difference.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
you want to
Jay,
know what I've been up to?
Yes, what have you been
Yes.
doing? What's going on?
I'm really trying to. Now, I accept what he said. I have no problem with what he said. You know, he made his own decision about what he said. I'm just trying to digest what Tank said. I don't. How? I just,
Well, don't
I know it's
digest
out
it.
there.
Don't
Yeah,
digest
I'm not. Okay, how? I can accept it because he's saying this is what okay, but help me. Somebody help me,
It's his
help me.
opinion.
Okay,
Yeah.
who can help me? Help me.
Nobody on this show.
Nobody.
Nobody.
I can't
Not
help you,
one
Jay.
person. Nobody.
Okay, it's back to the ignorance as usual, I see.
Now, what
You're
he said
cancer-free
again, Jay?
now.
What did he say?
What he said is if a man is with another man, that don't make a man gay. He also said if a man goes back to another man again and he decides he don't like it, he's still not
Give it a
gay.
taste,
I can
yeah.
accept what he said. Just
It's his
trying to
opinion.
understand.
Yeah.
This
His
is
opinion.
You have the
So
right
you
to say
get
what
2
you are.
trial runs?
I
Is
don't
that what
under-
this is?
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
There's no limit or anything. It's just his opinion.
It's
he-
just if
yeah,
you,
he
you
was
are what you
asked
say
about
you
it.
are. You are
All
what you say
these
you are.
comments is J. Anthony Brown. I want it to be clear that Steve Harvey has
Crystal.
not commented publicly on this in any way.
So what else you been doing, Jay?
Yeah.
I've been trying to digest the tank statement.
Boy, your ass
Okay,
came
you
out of
made that
chemo.
clear.
You came out of chemo just fired.
He didn't miss a beat, did he?
Man, I want
Same old
that
Jay.
And
Jay.
everybody listening to the show going, answer the man, Steve. Go ahead, answer his ass.
You know you've been
Stupid.
watching the news. What else
have
have
been
you been
watching.
doing, Jay?
Okay, all right. All right.
Hint, hint.
Time to switch the subject. Okay.
So,
here we go.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Come
Wait a
on.
minute. Wait a minute, Jay. Wait a
What, man?
So, does
Now here you go. Here you go.
so is Tank okay with Malik Yoba's decisions?
I don't know, Tommy. I don't know.
In the words of
I want
Nene
this to be
Leakes.
clear
Careful,
that that's
Tommy.
Tommy talking.
Tommy,
the
This
words
is
of
Tommy
Nene
and
Leakes.
Jay,
Tank,
the two ignorant ass people on the show, is making these
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah.
Tank said what he said, okay? He said what he said.
He said what he said. How do we
Yeah.
know how he feels? How do we
That's
know, Tommy?
his opinion.
Move on. So let me ask you a question,
Jay,
Jay. I
Yes,
saw
go right
something
ahead.
on social media.
Mm-hmm.
You filming a movie with Ray J?
I just finished a movie with Ray J. The movie is called The App That Stole Christmas. Ray J's in it. Scruncho plays an elf, of course. What else would he play? But anyway, I play Santa Claus.
Tommy could have.
Hey, let him finish.
He's
Keep going,
busy
Jay.
with Ready to Love.
I know it's busy, but you sure got up in there and could have got that one because he can act his ass off.
He could have nailed the elf.
Oh,
He coulda-
who the
Walk
hell you
right in
know
the
out here?
audition. That's him.
Man, only person could have beat him out is the dude on Game of Thrones. That's it.
Tyrion.
That's the
They
only
didn't
one.
have any little people
Come on,
as
Jay, and
elves.
finish.
They didn't have any little people as elves. You know, they didn't. In this movie, they didn't. But I played Santa Claus, so yeah,
Oh,
it'll be
wow.
out Christmas.
You play Santa Claus?
But here's the thing.
Jesus.
But here's the thing. On the set, the subject of
Bitterman
discussion
plays
was
Santa Claus?
the subject of discussion was what was Tank thinking about? That's what we
You
talked
know
about.
what? You were not talking about that.
Bring it back around, boy.
On the
Welcome
set.
back, Jay.
While we were on break, we were like, well, what the hell did he mean?
He was very clear.
Hey, Jay, I have an
clear.
idea. This is what I'm going to do. Today, Tommy and Junior,
Yeah.
Okay.
I want everybody to chill today. I'm going to feature one of my favorite comedians of all time today.
Okay.
I'm going to let J. Anthony Brown be as ignorant. Jay, since you cancer free, in celebration of being cancer free, and you off chemo, what I'm going to do is, and Jay, I asked you as your friend. We've been friends since 1986.
Go way back.
I want you to be as ignorant as you possibly can today. So when when ladies ask all the questions, your thoughts is gonna lead us in.
Okay, Steve.
Then Tommy and Junior, if you allow me to comment on him, then y'all join in.
Oh,
But
I ain't
our
got a
job
problem,
is
but
to I want you to let Jay lead in, and Jay, I don't want you to pull no punches.
Pull no punches.
Beat.
All right.
This boy actually
nice
taught me how to do comedy. Jay, you ain't got all these sponsors. Got all these TV shows
show.
holding you back. Man, do you, doggy?
He's on the
Here's my
show.
first ignorant statement.
Come
now,
on.
You might have to bleep this.
Come
You
on.
might have to bleep this. The question is there sugar in the tank? That's the question. That's the question right there.
gonna say something like that. I knew it. So ignorant.
Boy.
Steve, are you sure you want to do
hell
this?
yeah, this is J. Anthony Brown.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to do what the other show never did. I'm going to cut his ass loose. Let him go. Do you, doggy? We celebrating being cancer-free. Be the fool you was made to.
Here we go. All right.
All right, well, you heard it from the man himself. It's his show, so he wants Jay to be ignorant like he needed permission.
Yeah.
Coming up next, it is the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Lamar Odom dated Taraji P. Henson. Did you know that? I don't think so. Plus, R. Kelly.
I'm pretty sure she don't want that out.
Too late.
Just throwing. I'm sorry, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay, I'm sorry.
No, if you got one, put it out there.
Jay, I'm so sorry. I couldn't even help it.
Well, also, R. Kelly lost another lawyer, and we're going to talk about all of that at the top of the hour. But right now, he's back.
Y'all
It's time
messing
for
with
the
my
nephew.
life right now.
Why would another lawyer walk out?
First of all, Steve, I don't blame lawyers because his ass ain't never getting out. Ever. they will be playing music on a new. It'll be CDs will be gone. It'll be something else we'll be playing music on by the time R. Kelly get his ass out of jail. It won't be DVDs. It won't be downloading. I don't know. Maybe they'll put music in your butt. I don't know how they're going to be doing it, but by the time R. Kelly get out of jail.
They're smuggling it in.
Booty music.
It'll be booty music.
Thank you, man.
All right. The Ring. Here it is. The Ring. Run that prank back. Let's go, Kat.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Denise, please.
Yes, this is she.
Hi, Denise. My name is Gavin. I'm actually the head jeweler here at Diamond.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. You brought your ring in. What was it, last week? I actually wasn't here, but you gave it to one of my salespersons,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you wanted to get it resized as well as get it appraised, correct?
Yes. And you don't have to tell him I did that. I do the appraisal on my own.
Okay. Wow. Okay, listen. I actually did resize the ring, and first of all, let me be the first to say congratulations. When is your wedding?
Thank you. I'm getting married in September.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Listen, I don't know how to tell you this. Now, as far as the appraisal is concerned, I've looked at your ring over and over, and this ring is probably worth maybe $50.
Excuse me?
I've been in this business for over 20 years.
But you know what? I'm confused on what you just said.
And I understand that. What I'm trying to explain to you is that I've been in this business for over 20 years. I've seen so many different pieces of jewelry, and this is something that you buy late night on an infomercial for $19.99. This is a cubic zirconian stone, and the gold is not real at all. It's like gold plated.
Wait. You lost me. You lost me. As much money as my man make, and as much money as my father is putting down on his wedding or has put down. And you gonna sit
Ma'am,
up here
I understand everything you're saying, but Denise, honestly,
No. What I need you to do is hold on.
Wait.
No. I need you to hold on because we need to call Victor.
Wait, man. Hang on. First of all, I can't. Wait,
no, sir.
Wait. Slow.
Wait.
Hold
on.
Okay, can you slow down for a second?
Because I need you to hold on because we're gonna get you on the phone, okay?
Wait. What are you trying to do?
Sir, I need you to repeat to what you just said to me. Okay,
man,
that's all I need you to do.
in the middle of personal stuff, man.
You in it. It's personal now. So I need you to hold on, okay?
Oh, she calling her man. Okay, thank.
Hello?
Victor,
hey,
I need
up,
you to
man?
listen to this jeweler that's on the phone. I want you to hear this that he just told me.
Wait, hold on. What's the problem?
What you mean, what's the problem? He gonna tell you what the problem is. Go ahead on, sir. Go ahead on.
Who's this?
Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
My name is Gavin. I'm from Diamonds, and actually your wife, your fiance rather, she brought her ring in to actually be resized.
Yeah.
And we also did an appraisal on the ring for her, and actually the ring is estimated to be only in the worth of around $50.
$50.
$50?
50. That's what the man said, Victor. $50.
Hold on, Denise. Well, sir, obviously there's some sort of mistake, sir.
Now, what you got to say about that, Victor?
Hold on.
$50.
That's got to be some kind of mistake. So, what'd you say your name was, sir?
My name is Gavin. I work here at Diamonds. I'm the head jeweler here. I've been here for 20 years.
And there's no way that ring is worth $50. I know what I paid for it, so obviously there's some sort of mistake.
Sir, there's not a mistake. I've been dealing with jewelry. I've seen it. I can pretty much look at a ring, but I actually went into detail on this one, as I do all of them. And, sir, I promise you, this is probably maybe between $40 and $50 before it's worth it.
No, absolutely not. That's impossible. I mean,
how is that impossible? He's the jeweler. You heard him say he's been doing it for 20 years. So how is that impossible? I don't understand that. All the money that my daddy putting down on this wedding, and you gonna pay $50 for a ring?
You bought a cheap ring, sir.
No, I did not buy a cheap ring. This is obviously some kind of mistake. You got that right.
You sure got that right. So what you got to say for yourself? $50?
Denise, you cannot believe that's right. This is obviously some kind of mistake, sir.
It is a mistake. A mistake in me thinking I'm gonna get married to the man of my dream.
I do have the engagement ring that was purchased and bought for your wife.
No, I don't think you do. I don't think you have my ring, because if you had my ring, you wouldn't be telling me that it's worth $50.
Sure, I have the ring that your wife, your fiance brought in.
Fiance, I ain't his wife yet.
Hold on. The man's trying to explain. I'm trying to get to the bottom.
Okay, excuse me.
Thank you. So I don't think you have the right ring.
Sir, I have the right ring, and what I'm letting you know, sir, is that this is something you buy on an infomercial in 2 o'clock in the morning on television.
Dude, you don't. How you gonna come to me like that? I ain't buying no damn ring on an infomercial. I bought the ring from a reputable establishment. I have the receipt. I have the certificate. So obviously the mistake is on your end.
Sir, the mistake is not here. Sir, you bought a piece of junk.
He's been doing it all these years. How the hell he gonna make a mistake?
Where the you come off telling me I bought a piece of junk? I know what I bought. If there's any mistake that's been made, it's on your end.
Sir, it's not on my end.
Don't raise.
Victor, wait a you one thing, Victor. My dad is paying too much money for this wedding, so you doggone pay $50 for a doggone ring. You wait till I tell him this.
Chill, hold on. First of all, I don't appreciate you.
Sir, I want to tell you this. This is a typical case of you trying to pawn it off on us because you bought a piece of junk for $50.
Victor, all the money that you doggone make, and I get $50 worth of a ring?
Denise, hold on. Let me talk to you. Where you calling from?
Get to talking.
Diamonds.
Diamonds. I ain't never heard of that. Where is it?
Sir, your wife knows exactly where it is. She's the one that brought the ring in.
I tell you what, I'm going to come down there to see the ring that you're talking about. If it's not the ring that I gave my girl, I'm going to take $7,600 out of your because that's what I paid for the ring.
So now you want to jump on me because you bought your wife a piece of
Come on
and
now.
you want to put it on me.
You don't tell me what the I know what the I spent on a ring, and I don't know what kind of you trying to pull. First of all, I don't appreciate you coming to my household trying to mess my and you want to come at me with this?
I know the ring better be real. Know that.
If I were you, Miss Denise, I would not marry somebody that's going to be...
I'm coming, I'm looking for your punk.
And you know what? You don't get the ring, it ain't right. Me and you gonna go at it.
Can I say one more thing to both of you all?
I tell you what, if it ain't some that I want to hear, me and you gonna have some more problems.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Y'all just got pranked by Denise's sister.
That's why she ain't got no man today. Wow.
That's uncool, man.
Wow.
That's uncool, Tommy. You about to start some
Wow. Vic, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I will make it up to you, baby.
You don't play with a black woman's ring?
I got to ask y'all something. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Wow. The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Wow.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so did you guys know that Lamar Odom dated Taraji P. Henson at one time? He's actually opening up about their relationship and how it ended on TV One's Uncensored. Apparently, Lamar and Taraji were hot and heavy sometime between 2009, somewhere before 2009, I should say. Lamar said dating Taraji was the most adult relationship he's ever had. Take a listen.
What else? That was the most significant relationship as a grown-up that I had with a black woman. I used to carry a picture on the road with me. Don't nobody know that. Except for dudes that play with me, but she gave me inspiration. You know what I'm saying? A black woman working like that, that's just as good as her craft, that I'm as good at my craft.
Who's that on piano?
Wow.
That's what I need to know. Who the hell that?
That's what you got out of that?
That's what I got out of it. Who the hell is Deep Thought in piano? That's the hell I know.
I think the music went nicely with that, Jay. It was a great pairing.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, is there anybody you dated we don't know about?
No, the piano music and all that was a nice touch, but Taraji somewhere is right now hearing this.
He paid her such a nice compliment.
Beautiful compliment he paid her.
She's engaged and everything right now. I'm very happy.
Hey, dog, this ain't the time for that.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, the relationship ended badly because Lamar was an immature punk. According to him, I didn't know how to tell her that I was falling in love with another woman named Khloe Kardashian.
See how this story taking a turn? See right here. So right here, right here. See now, everybody was trying to feel something for you. Then here you come. This ain't the thing to say.
Not on our girl Taraji.
Well, it's uncensored. It's a show, so he's talking about his life and his feelings, and he just.
Well, that should have been censored.
Be quiet, Tommy.
Let's go on back to what we know.
The question has not been answered.
Come on, Jay.
Who's playing the piano? That's we got.
Jay, you want me to tell you who playing it?
Yes, Tommy. Who's playing the piano, man?
Tank is playing the piano.
That's good one.
That's my dog.
Tommy,
dog
that's a good one. Tommy, that's a good boy. That was damn good right there, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's damn good.
That was Tank.
Come on.
In other words, when he finished it, he said, "Thank you, Tank."
All right, we're moving on. In other entertainment news, R. Kelly lost another lawyer this week because he can't or won't pay the bill. He's currently locked up awaiting trial for child sex abuse and trafficking in multiple jurisdictions, but he also has an unpaid $12,000 bill from his divorce attorney. Lisa D'Amico no longer represents R. Kelly and wants a judge to force him to pay up. There you go.
When your lawyer then turned on you to create another case, dog, guess when your life is really, when your lawyer, boy, it's all.
Take the deal.
It's downhill.
Take the deal.
Yeah.
Yep, whatever the deal is.
He take the plea.
Lights out, R. Kelly. Stop all that damn singing. Don't nobody want to hear that. All that rhyming and stuff. Stop all that damn rhyming.
All right, we got to go to Miss Ann, Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Okay. Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. All right, well, let's start out with this one. Very important funeral services are taking place in a Baltimore, Maryland church this morning for Representative Elijah Cummings, who passed away last week after undergoing a medical procedure. He was 68 years old. Cummings' body was brought to the nation's capital yesterday, where he lay in state all day, becoming the first African-American lawmaker to be so honored. However, two other black Americans were honored. Civil rights icon Rosa Parks, D.C. police officer James Chestnut, who was killed in a Capitol Hill shootout. They were honored with their bodies laying in state, what they call it laying in honor, the term used for non-elected officials. Anyway, in yesterday's memorial service at the Capitol, many of Congressman Cummings' fellow legislators, like Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer, paid tribute.
He was strong, very strong when necessary, but also kind and caring and honorable, universally respected and admired in a divided time. His voice could shake mountains, stir the most cynical hearts, inspiring us all to be better. His authority came not from the office he held, it came from the moral force of his life. A sharecropper's son, born and raised in Baltimore, Elijah Cummings never forgot where he came from and never lost sight of where he wanted his country to go.
During today's homegoing service, both the former presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton are scheduled to speak, among others. In lieu of flowers, the Cummings family asked that people make donations to the Elijah Cummings Youth Program or to Howard or Morgan State universities. In Texas yesterday, hundreds of mourners gathered for the funeral of 28-year-old Tatiana Jefferson. That's the black pre-med student shot and killed by a white cop as she played with her 8-year-old nephew in her own home. Meanwhile, in Dallas, the white, now former cop who shot and killed an innocent black man named Botham Jean in his own apartment is trying to appeal her murder conviction. Lawyers for Amber Geiger, who many in the community feel already received a super light sentence of only 10 years for Botham Jean's killing, her lawyers have filed a notice of appeal this week. Dallas police have identified 2 people in connection with the murder of former NBA player Andre Emmett inside his home last month. Authorities say 29-year-old Michael Lucky, 32-year-old Keith Johnson, responsible for fatally shooting the former professional athlete. Lucky turned himself in. Johnson was already in jail on another charge or something. Andre Emmett played for both the Brooklyn Nets and the Memphis Grizzlies. Trump administration out with a plan to collect DNA from migrants crossing the border. In fact, the Justice Department wants to begin taking DNA samples from hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants. And today is National Frankenstein Friday.
It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive.
Live. And now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve. J. Anthony Brown, who you've asked to be ignorant today, is here with phrases that will break up a friendship.
Basically, these are roommate rules. And when you got on your own, you might have to get a roommate to branch out. But there's some rules you should live by if you get a roommate. Mm-hmm. First rule, if you don't put it in the fridge, damn it, don't take it out the fridge. How about that? It's very simple.
Yeah. At work, too, Jay. That applies at work, too.
Yeah, same thing. You and your significant other should not hog the living room. Take that nasty stuff to your bedroom, okay?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
People live here.
Yeah.
The couch is neutral.
Other people live here too, all right?
Yeah.
Don't go in your roommate's room for a damn thing, okay?
That makes sense.
Why are you in here?
Well, what you doing in here? Ain't nothing in here for you. If your girlfriend or your boyfriend like eggs, bacon, cheese, alcohol, or whatever, cereal, make sure they bring it with their ass when they come over, okay?
That's what they like.
If that's what they like, ain't nothing wrong. Make sure they got that in a bag when they come in the door, okay? That's all I'm saying. If your boyfriend, this for the ladies, if your boyfriend, man, likes to play video games, you need a big screen TV for his ass in your room, okay?
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, this is a good rule right here. We all should abide by this. Nobody who is a roommate is allowed to date anybody that's been to prison. Nobody should date anybody.
Yeah. Now every time he over, you got to make sure you home in your room.
You know, you gotta check all your stuff off because we can't. All right. If you got a Christian roommate and you not a Christian, let me tell you, Christian, something. Whoever sleeps with, that ain't your damn business, okay?
Okay.
And this is the last one.
Don't judge me.
If the rent is due on the first, we agree that we pay the rent on. We don't want the rent on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22th, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30. We want it on the first, okay? That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right. Thank you, Jay, with those roommate rules. Coming up at 34 after the hour, unbelievable. This story right here, guys. The officer who was fired for the choke and hold death of Eric Garner, well, now he's suing the NYPD to get his job back. All right? We'll tell you about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Daniel Pantaleo, the officer who was fired back in 2014 in the chokehold death of Eric Garner, well, check this out. He's now suing the New York Police Department and the police commissioner to be reinstated to get his old job back. We all saw that horrific video of the confrontation between Mr. Garner, a black man, and the officers trying to arrest him for selling untaxed cigarettes. It drew outrage, as well it should have. Mr. Garner's dying words, "I can't breathe." Remember that? Reverend Al Sharpton of the National Action Network released a statement saying Pantaleo's decision to seek his reinstatement is not only disrespectful to the police commissioner and the NYPD, but also the Garner family. Now, according to Pantaleo's lawyer, Pantaleo never put any pressure on Garner's neck and that he likely died from either a lung or heart condition.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Now, didn't
But
we just
from you?
No. No, the autopsy told us what he died from.
Yeah.
Strangulation.
Yes. Yeah.
He wouldn't
We
have
all
died if
saw
he
the
wouldn't have
video.
choked him to death.
Yeah, and we all saw
Right.
it with our
Yeah.
very own eyes. How about that?
How this work?
Litigation.
Hinckley, the dude that shot Ronald Reagan, he can't go to the White House no more. OJ, your ass can't be a police officer no more.
Right. The grand jury didn't indict him, but he did. The ruling was he did lose his job.
He should
And
have
the Garner
lost his
family
job.
won a civil lawsuit, against the city. And we just saw Miss Eric Garner's mother.
Yeah,
she was with us at
at
Sand
Sand
and
and
Soul,
Soul.
Steve. You
That's
invited
murder.
her down.
That's straight murder.
Yeah.
There's
You
no
murdered
way
somebody.
you
No
get
way.
to go back to this profession. Who would hire him?
But you're right.
think
and
it's
I
the
agree with
gall of
Reverend
him,
Al
though.
Sharpton. This is so disrespectful, man.
Right.
This is
Yes.
when you really don't understand the value of life.
Or care.
So you think that you can kill this black man, get fired, and then sue them for firing you. What? All I did was kill a black dude. Why I can't go back to work?
Exactly. That's what
That's
it
it,
sounds
Steve.
Are you
like.
serious,
Exactly
man?
what
Yeah.
it sounds
By him
like. Yup.
suing the
You know,
NYPD and the police
for even
commissioner.
like, they shouldn't even entertain this case.
Thank you. They should.
This is nothing. As soon as they file the paperwork, they should throw it. Well, they filed it. They should throw this out. See, you can come to court for some dumbass reasons, man. And this right here is appalling.
Yeah. It really is. It
Total
really, really
disregard for this man's life, for his family. You think that all you did was kill a black man, so you should be able to continue your job. Your ass really supposed to be in prison. You're supposed to be right over there with Amber Geiger doing some damn time. It's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes, sir.
Interesting that you bring
Yes,
up
sir.
Amber Geiger, Steve. In other news out of Dallas, Texas former police officer Amber Geiger, who, of course, was convicted of killing Botham Jean in his apartment, well, her lawyers have filed for paperwork to appeal her murder conviction. Geiger, of course, is serving her 10-year sentence in Mountain View Prison in Gateville, Texas. She is eligible for parole in 2024. So here we go.
Again.
Here we go.
Yeah. Again.
That was
Yeah.
You can appeal your conviction. Nobody's redoing that. You go back to any court system, you're not gonna get that one overturned. Sorry.
Well, I hope you're
It's not
right.
gonna
Yeah. And
I
you,
mean,
hope so,
stranger
too.
things have happened.
This is
Like this-
unbelievable, man.
This
It is. It really is.
Daniel Pantaleo trying to sue the New York Police Department and the police commissioner. That's crazy, too.
The audacity.
Yeah.
want your job back.
Unmitigated gall.
Uniform and badge and gun. No.
So you can
Yeah.
have a weapon so you could kill somebody else?
Dog.
Come on,
No.
man.
Now you've already proved that you're a choker person to death.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
take
They put
very
you back
little
on
for
it,
you
yeah.
to shoot a person. And I don't see how any police officer would want to work side by side with somebody like that, knowing what he's done. Because, man, for the good officers that are out there to serve and protect, who do go to work trying to do the right thing, why would you want to be sitting in a squad car with this butthole?
Yeah.
Man, miss
Yeah.
me.
All right, coming up next, Steve, we're going to switch gears here. Nephew Tommy in the building with today's prank phone call. We'll do that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. My subject today is Saved by the Finger. Wait till you hear this letter. Yeah. Right now, though, nephew in the building with today's prank phone call. The letter is crazy. You do not want to miss it. And you don't want to miss this prank, right, nephew? What you got?
Your son and my daughter.
Whoa.
What about him?
Your son and my daughter.
Is he preaching this thing?
No. Let me change that up. Your son and my daughter.
You don't even know what the prank about, do you?
It's about your son and my daughter.
Well, pick a tone that you want us to have
Set
going
up
into
sounds
it.
ignorant.
Your son and my daughter. Your son and my daughter. Here we go.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Darren's father. Is this Darren's father? Yes, it's Darren singing. Listen, I'm calling you. LaShonda is my daughter. She goes to college up there with your son. Uh-huh. And I'm getting, the word I got a few minutes ago was that the two of them then run off and then got married together. I don't know what make them run off and get married like that.
Wait. Where'd you hear this from?
I just got a phone call from one of the kids at the school saying that this girl that grew up with and grew up with her all through grade school. She called and said LaShonda and Darren then ran off and got married together. And they say they done it yesterday or something.
Wait. My son ain't. I talked to him about 3 days ago, and he ain't done nothing like that. I know. So
they say they did it yesterday. I've been calling LaShonda and calling. Ain't nobody picking up, and I call the boy. They give me the boy phone number, and I call him, and ain't nobody picking up and answering nothing. It ain't like my baby girl do like nothing like this here.
But it's not like my son to do nothing like that without talking to me first. So let me call down there and talk to Darren, and give me your number, and I'll call you back.
I'm going down there to that school myself. I'm going to find both of them. Now, I'm going to call you to let you know this. Now, if I find out that my baby girl then ran off and got married because she done got pregnant, I promise you I'm going to do something to that boy of yours if he got my baby pregnant. You hear me?
Wait a minute now. You're not going to do nothing to my son. Now, I understand about your daughter, but that's my son now. You're not going down and put your hands on my son.
If he got my baby, that's my only baby I got. That's it.
Well, I understand that's your only baby, but that's my only son. If you talking about going to put your hands on him, you're going to have a problem.
If he got my baby pregnant, your son, Darren, I'm going to beat his I mean that. I mean it.
What's your name again? What's your name?
Dylan, my name. You hear me? It's my baby.
What's your name? What's your name?
Dylan. Dillard.
I know how to spell your damn name. Look here, Mr. Dillard. You're not going to put your hands on my son.
If my baby pregnant, I am. And that's the only reason I can see her doing something like that, because I told her years and years and years, you don't make no baby. You don't make no baby and not be married. You don't do it.
Hey,
if she went off and got married, that means she tried to make it right. That's what she did.
Mr. Dillard, listen to me now. I understand that's your daughter. I'm sorry if she's pregnant or whatever, but let me talk to my son before you go down there and try to do something crazy. Okay?
Let me tell you something. Your son done coerced my baby girl into getting married, and he got her pregnant. I know what's going on. I know what it is.
My son ain't done nothing to your daughter. Let me call down there and talk to him before you talk about going down there and putting your hands on somebody.
I told my baby, leave them little old thugs alone. He ain't nothing but a thug.
Whoa. But don't be accusing my son of being no damn thug now.
Well, what kind of man run off and get married at the age of 20 and ain't talk to the parents or nobody? What make them do something like that?
Well, you talking about, I told you my son ain't done nothing to get
how did you raising him? How did you raise him? Evidently you didn't raise him right.
Wait a minute now. Who the hell are you talking to?
I'm talking to you. If my baby pregnant, I'm going to beat your boy. If you
you down there, you gonna get your toe out too. Hold on, mother. Hold. Who the you think you talking to? I'm talking to you. You ain't gonna put your, I'm talking to you. Hold, man. You ain't gonna put your hands on nobody. You put your hands on my son, you don't have a clap. You understand me? That's my son. I understand about your daughter, but that's my son. My baby better not be pregnant. My baby better not be. Hey, man. Hey, that's my son you talking about putting your hands on. You gonna have a problem with me. If my baby pregnant, I promise you, she ain't gonna never know her daddy, because I'm gonna do something to that boy. You hear me? Man, that's the last time I want to hear you say you gonna do something to my son now. Now, you go sit on down, gather yourself, and relax for a minute. Let me call my son, and I'll get back to you. Because I got something else I need to tell you. Well, say it, man. What else you got? I got something else. Before I go down to that school and get the whooping, I want you to know one thing before I get off this phone. What is it, man? Is you listening? Yeah, I'm listening. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Mr. Darren, you just got pranked by your son, Darren Jr. Oh, my goodness. That boy got better sense than me. No, I got high blood pressure. What the hell? Wait, I call his mama and tell her what and done. Wasting my time fooling me. I gotta ask you, man, what is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land. The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's your team, Tommy.
Stupid. I ain't a problem with it.
That is your son, my daughter.
Love it.
You know. Yes.
What,
Keep
Jay?
it stupid.
Love it.
Team Tommy.
Bruh.
He bad.
Bruh.
He bad.
Bruh. You're brilliant, man.
Brilliant all weekend in Columbia, South Carolina, at the Comedy House. That's tonight, that's tomorrow night, and Sunday.
Excuse me. Did you say brilliant?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant.
I am brilliantly stupid. I mean, that's
Oh, okay.
that's-
Throw that in. Please don't just refer to yourself as brilliant.
Oh, nah, wait a minute. Now, I'm brilliantly stupid tonight on stage in Columbia.
I know that.
But now, wait. Ready to Love. I'm brilliant tomorrow night at 10, okay? I'm brilliant.
Can't happen.
How's that happen? How's that?
Can't happen.
Ready to Love. I'm brilliant. I am.
No.
I'm everything, Unc. You just,
No.
you don't see this. I'm clever. I got wisdom. I'm wise.
Wise what?
Wisdom.
Why?
Yes. Whoa, I said that without them W's.
Why?
Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
I heard it. I did.
Shirley, you heard it, didn't you?
Say it again. I didn't hear it.
I didn't
Say
hear
it.
it.
I did
Say it.
hear it.
Why?
I said I was. Why?
I do it.
God, dog. I said it though. Shirley, did you hear it?
I heard it.
I
I
did.
did. I heard it too, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear it, Jay?
Carla heard it.
Ask me
You
if I
know
heard it.
Jay
I
heard
heard
it.
it. Yeah, I heard it.
No, Jay
Me
heard it.
No, I
Me
heard
and Kid didn't
Team
hear
Tom.
it. Say it again then.
I'm white.
When we're all staring at him like this, he can't do it. You know that.
I have.
Look at him.
You can turn your head, he ain't gonna be able to do
You
it.
look away, he'll do it. Look away.
You can lead a room.
Yeah. Hey, come on, Mr.
Wisdom.
Brilliant. Wisdom.
Take your time.
Wisdom.
Turn your head.
Which one is a sauce you put on steak?
Yeah.
Where's your sauce?
That's
This is his
whishes.
All right, look, we got to get out
Whatever.
of here. Coming up at the top of the hour, it is my strawberry letter subject saved by the finger. You don't want to miss it. We'll get into it right after this.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. That's especially for you today, Jay.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
All right, thank you, nephew. Saved by the finger. Dear Steve and Shirley, I attend a prominent megachurch, and I'm very active in my church. The church threw a back-to-school bash for the children at the church, and we had a pool party in our indoor pool. I volunteered to help around the pool and watch the smaller kids. Shirley, I have been losing weight for the last year, and I wanted to show off my body in my swimsuit, but with a nice cover-up on over my swimsuit. My husband told me I was going too far by wearing it to the church event, but I wasn't showing any body parts. I went to the party, and it was going good until some of the kids started horseplaying, and I went over to stop them. One of the boys was so wild, he pushed me in the pool by mistake. So there I was, wig and all, in the pool and flailing around to get out. One of the deacons of the church jumped in and tried to rescue me, so I was holding on to him for dear life. I ended up slipping out of his grip, and he reached down with one hand and cupped my butt.
Yes, come on, deacon.
When he did, one of his fingers slid into my butt. What?
Deacon.
What?
There you go.
Man.
I mean, in my butt. So here I am in the pool, traumatized, and I don't think the deacon knew what he had just done. It happened so fast. I started yelling, and other men came over and pulled me out. My cover-up was all tangled up, so everyone saw my bikini, and that made me even more ashamed. I should have listened to my hubby and chose another job to volunteer for the back-to-school bash. I got out of the pool and wrapped up in a towel, but I couldn't sit down. The pain was still there. I need to tell my husband what happened, but I don't know how. I wonder if the deacon figured out what he did. Maybe I should just take this secret to my grave. Please advise. Please take this to your grave. All right? In the words of my late mother, Helen Clark, you cannot tell everything, okay? This was an accident. It was an accident. None of this meant to go down, okay? It was meant to go down. Once your husband finds out what the deacon did, he's probably going to want to put hands on the deacon. So please, you're going to start a big old thing if you do this. If the deacon doesn't remember, just act like it didn't happen. I got to tell you, congratulations on your weight loss. I know you were probably feeling yourself, and looking good and, and just feeling confident and all that because of the weight loss right now, but because this was a church affair, I have to say, I agree with your husband. I think you should have listened to him and not worn that bikini there. And, maybe you could have avoided this little situation you found yourself in. No one would have known, if you no one knows anyway, but they didn't know, they wouldn't have seen you in this bikini and you wouldn't have been ashamed and it wouldn't have ended up like this. But now here you're feeling guilty for no reason. You don't have to feel like that, okay? Take this secret to your grave and go on with your life. Please, just stay away from that deacon. Don't look him in the eye when you see him. Steve?
Oh. Well, here we go.
You better make me proud, boy.
You better listen close then. Up in here at this mega church, that means big, lot of people. And you're very active in your church. Well, not anymore. Hard to be active when you sow. So let's just get to this. The church threw a back-to-school bash for the children at the church. And they had a pool party. You volunteered to watch them at the pool party, but for a very devilish reason. Mm-hmm. See, you've been losing weight the last year, and you wanted to show off your body in the swimsuit. You went down there with the intent to show everybody your ass. That's what you went down there for.
Come on.
Now, I had nice cover up on my swimsuit, but your husband told you was going too far wearing the bikini to the church event. But I wasn't showing any body parts what you go down there for in the bikini. A bikini is 2 pieces. Shoulders is out. Some of your breasts is out. All your midsection is out. And your booty out. Very important information here. Booty is out.
Booty is important. Booty is important.
This is critical.
Jay?
So I went to the party and it was going good till some of the kids started harsh playing. You went over to stop them. One of the boys was so wild, he pushed you in the pool by mistake. That's what you think. So there I was, wig and all, in the pool, flailing around to get out. Why is you flailing around to get out the pool? Why is you watching kids and your ass can't swim at the pool? Because the purpose wasn't to watch the kids. It was so everybody else could watch you. You done jumped your ass out there. Nah, God don't like showing out. So the punishment is you and your wet ass wig is now in the water. When I come back, I'm tell you what really happened.
Yeah, part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject saved by the finger. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject saved by the finger. Part 2.
This little uppity woman down at the church, big church, wants to watch the kids at the pool party. She been losing weight for a year, so she wanted to, as she said in her letter, show off her body. So what she do at the church event? She put on the bathing suit that shows off the most body, the damn bikini. Her husband told her not to wear that to the church event. She said, but I won't be showing any body parts because I'm wearing a wrap, cover up. Well, heifer, you went down there to show off. One of the boys at the pool got wild and pushed you in the pool by mistake. That's what you think. His ass wanted to see you wet. The boy pushed you in there on purpose.
Oh, really?
Oh, hell yeah. Man, get your fine ass in the water. Oh, it's time for a little wet t-shirt contest. You don't think they know this? They got computers. They know what to do. Now, they push your thick ass in that water, and that's all looking good. You flailing around to get out, wig and all. Because you know why? Because you know why you flailing? Because you can't swim. Why was your ass volunteering to be the lifeguard, and you ass can't swim? You can't save a damn soul if they get it lost in the water. But you done took your ass down there to show off. Well, let me tell you what happened. One of the deacons at the church jumped in and tried to rescue me. So I was holding on to him for dear life. That he went in there on purpose. He didn't have no swim shorts on. Deacon jumped in, full suit, everything.
Church shoe.
Yeah.
Shiny church shoes.
There she goes. Let me get on in here.
Let me get in there.
Yeah, he jumps in. I got you. I ended up slipping out of his grip, and he reached down with one hand and cupped my butt. That ain't how you save nobody. Like, at no life-saving school do you jump in and grab nobody's ass to save them. This black deacon jumped dead in to grab your ass. Ain't have nothing. All this is happening in 3 feet of water.
Yeah.
3 feet. You know black people ain't got no pool with no deep end on it. Now he down in 3 feet of water acting like he being helpful with his damn suit on. His tie ain't even wet. Now you ended up slipping out his grip. He reached down with one hand and cups your butt. Why? The idea is to get your head out the water, not your ass. So now he done grabbed your whole butt. When he did, one of his fingers slid into my butt. I mean, in it. Dead off up in my booty. Yes. So here I am. In the pool, traumatized, as you should be.
Yeah, I'm
got this man, and, you know, and this was Big Deacon Banks.
Yeah.
Big Deacon Banks. This why you traumatized. If one of them kids' finger had got caught up in there, it wouldn't have been that bad. But big ass Deacon Banks, this was a whole nother experience. That's why you traumatized. I don't think the Deacon knew what had just happened. What? You don't know why. You don't think he happened. Let me How he don't know his finger done slipped in your butt? Let me help you understand something, lady.
Every man.
There is a temperature change from pool water to booty water. Pool water and booty water is two different damn temperatures. One, when you're in the pool, pools is cool. They don't have heated pools in public areas.
Oh my goodness.
This is cool water.
Okay.
When he cupped your butt and pushed, his finger felt a temperature change. It happened so fast, I started yelling. I've never had that happen, but I probably hollered too. Look, I hollered at my last prostate exam, and I wasn't even in the pool. So now you hollering. Some other men came over to pull me out. My cover-up was tangled up. Everybody saw my bikini. Ain't that what you wanted? Huh? Ain't that why you wore it? Because you wanted to show off your body. Now, God grants our wishes. He just don't tell us how he gonna do it. So the Lord said, that what you want? This how it's gonna happen, though. Now you got the wrapped up all around your neck. You got Deacon's finger to slid all up in you. Now you stand up there with the bikini on, and it made you more ashamed. I should have listened to my husband. You're damn right. Chose another job to volunteer at the back school bash. I go out the pool wrapped up in a towel, but I couldn't sit down. The pain was still there. That's because of Big Deacon Banks. I need to tell my husband what happened, but I don't know how. You know why you don't know how? Because you better not to tell him. What you gonna tell him that for? I wonder if the deacon figured out what he did. Hell yeah. He church mouse quiet. He know what he did. He dove in there. He saved you by grabbing your butt to get you out of 3 feet of water. Maybe I should take my secret to the grave.
That visual, right?
You ain't got to take your secret to the grave. You might just take your secret down to the hospital.
All right, we got to roll out, Steve. Thank you. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram
You
and
ain't
Facebook.
mentioned what them kids was doing, because the boy that pushed you in there, he had to stay in the water. He couldn't get out. Because he had a whole nother situation going on.
Check out the Strawberry Letter
earlier.
podcast on demand,
right now,
too.
Sister Sherry.
Coming up at 46 after the hour, Pimpin in the building for week 8 of the NFL picks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Pimpin is here with week 8 NFL picks.
Halfway there, week 8. What's happening?
Pimpin, my
Hey,
hero.
what's up, everybody? Hey, Shirley, what's happening?
Hello,
You
Pimpin.
doing everything good? Hey, what's up, Chocolate?
What's happening, Pimpin? What's
You
up?
good too? Hey, every time I speak to you, what is the delay for? You know? It's always.
It's not a delay.
Oh,
It was
everybody
on my phone.
here.
Okay, you called me, Pimpin. I was on my phone.
Okay.
Hey, Pimpin.
Hey, stay off the phone when the pimp's on.
Oh, gosh.
You know, that's a rule. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Junior?
What's happening, Pimpin, my hero? What's going
My
on,
man,
brother?
you got that voice. You on your way. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, Jay? What's that?
What up, Pimpin', man? Oh, sharp again.
Like
Again,
this?
Pimpin', man.
You like
Man,
this? This is
what
different
is
right
that?
here. Yeah. See
What
this
is
right here? I put this together. Hey, my sister made this for me.
What
This
is that, man?
this I call this my senior citizen outfit.
What?
Oh.
Yeah. You know what I made? All this jacket is all this. My whole jacket is made out of prescriptions.
What?
I see it.
it. You see it?
Oxycontin. I see Oxycontin down there.
Description, I like it, man.
Okay, delighted. I see it.
You see that?
Yeah.
Tetracycline? What is that?
You see it?
What the hell got a
Ain't nobody
prescription?
got this.
Oh, you mean
No,
oil and
this
water?
Pimpin.
I'm gonna tell you, man, when old women see me, they got to have me.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nice, Pimpin'. Is that glucophage on your sleeve, man? The blood pressure medicine,
what
man?
you
Now,
want?
Look at that,
You see
man.
that Vicodin on there? That's my
Oh, boy,
favorite.
that is nice, man.
Is that Xarelto? That's
Boy, you
Xarelto.
see it, a blood thinner. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Go ahead. Tell me what's happening. What's happening?
All right, man. It's it's week 8,
This
baby.
week
Let's
8,
go.
we halfway here. Let's go.
Seattle will be visiting the Falcons in Atlanta.
Oh, come on, Seattle, baby. You know, Falcons can't win for losing.
All right. Denver Broncos headed to Indianapolis to play the Colts.
Colts is winning somehow. I like Broussard, man. I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Okay. Tampa Bay headed to Tennessee to play the Titans.
Man, that's going to be rough, man. But you know that boy Tannehill, Tampa Bay. Hey, man, I'm going to have to go with the Titans in the upset.
Okay. Arizona Cardinals headed to New Orleans to play the Saints.
Oh, well, the fairy tale is over. Yeah, the Cardinals finna get their ass whooped. Yeah, the Cardinals finna get their ass whooped going down there in New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater with his slow ass. Throwing his ball, boy.
All right, coming up, more Pimpin', more of Week 8 NFL picks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Pimpin'. More of your Week 8 NFL picks with your prescription
Let's go,
coat on.
Tommy. Would you like this prescription? Yeah.
That's player right there, man.
All right, Pimpin'.
I call this my Medicare outfit.
Cincinnati.
No,
Cincinnati is headed.
I'm sorry. That ain't the name of the coat. I forgot. I gave it another name right before I walked in.
What is it?
My outfit is called Obamacare. Because I don't even care if you got a pre-existing condition.
Cincinnati getting ready to play the L.A. Rams in L.A.
So who?
Cincinnati playing the L.A. Rams in L.A.
Oh, man, Cincinnati ain't going to win a game this year.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the Cincinnati Bengals done replaced the Cleveland Browns. As the worst
How about the
team
L.A.
in Ohio. Go ahead.
How about the L.A. Chargers? They're going to Chicago to play the Bears.
No, Chicago ain't finna lose this one. Yeah, they gonna whoop them boys.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, they gonna whoop them.
New York Giants headed to Detroit to play the Lions.
Detroit.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah, they lost last
Forever.
week in a tough one, man. I ain't nowhere in hell. I vote against Detroit. Way too many pimps in Detroit.
New York Jets on their way to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars.
It's gonna be hard, man. Meacham down there. I'm gonna go with Meacham, man. Down there. You know what I'm saying?
Down there.
Down there.
Down there. Okay. Carolina Panthers getting ready to play San Francisco 49ers.
Say that again.
Carolina Panthers will be in San Francisco playing the 49ers.
Oh, well, you know, Cam ain't playing. I don't know what to tell you. He ain't finna beat the 49ers, though.
Okay.
Ain't nobody whooping the 49ers this year. They got that crazy-ass boy Sherman in their backfield hollering with his nose flying open. He killing people.
Nostrils.
His nostrils be opening up. I be going, man, all he need to do is some fire come out there. That boy look like the dragon on Game of Thrones, don't he?
Oakland Raiders headed to Houston to play the Texans.
Texans.
Appreciate it, Pip.
All right.
Yeah, I got to go with y'all on that because I like y'all. Y'all all right. What you got?
Green Bay Packers headed to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. That's a good game.
Oh, man. But you know what, though? My boy Mahone, he out. So,
He
know,
is. Yeah.
they ain't
Lost
got it.
quarterback.
I'm finna go with the Packers over Kansas City. Sorry about that, Dave.
All right, well, let me throw this curveball at you, big dog.
Cleveland ball.
Cleveland Browns headed to New England to play the Patriots.
I be damned.
Take your time, Pimpin.
You mean we come off a bye week and we got to play the damn Patriots?
I'll be there.
Oh, hell no.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. What they playing at?
They playing in New England.
Man, go ahead, ride with your team, Pimpin'. Forget that.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Cleveland upset. Baker Mayfield gonna throw 5 touchdowns, but to his own team.
Miami Dolphins Monday Night Football will be playing Pittsburgh. The Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Oh, in Pittsburgh?
Yep.
Yeah, Steelers gonna win that. Steelers gonna win, the Browns gonna lose. They gonna be in first place. I'll be damned.
So let me ask you something, Pimpin. Do you take some of these pills off and just give them to people when they need them on this jacket?
No, these ain't the pills. Actually, no, that would then I'd be a drug dealer.
Prescriptions, right?
No, these are just prescriptions.
Yeah, Tommy.
Now, ain't nobody trying to go to prison and stuff. I went out there one time. I ain't like it. Same damn outfit everybody else had on. I said, hell no. The third day I was locked up in prison, I made a new outfit. I came out and shocked their ass.
What you had on?
Toilet tissue. My whole jumpsuit was white toilet tissue.
All right, listen. Thank you, Pimpin. Coming up, more music and more ignorance. Trending topics at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Cardi B's Fast and Furious now. Cardi B has joined the cast of Fast and Furious 9. Wow, it's been 9 of them. At this point, her role is unknown. Vin Diesel shared the news on IG. In other quickie music news, Lil Nas X's Old Town Road.
Let me ask you a question. Is Tyrese still in Furious?
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah.
Well, they better not say how much Cardi B making. I know.
Better not let Tyree know.
Man, if Tyrese find out, y'all put on his Instagram.
It's gonna be furious. Drop it fast.
Vin Diesel and The Rock gonna get cussed out.
I think Tyrese will do okay though, because he's got his new movie coming out, Black and Blue. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
Black and Blue. What is that about?
They see a cop watches somebody get shot, and she holds out, and the other cops try to kill her. That's basically what the movie's about.
Yeah. It looks good.
That girl is good though.
Yeah, she is. She's the Bond girl. She's the blonde girl. Bond
007's girl.
Yeah.
Naomi.
Shirley, have you been keeping up with Godfather Harlem?
You know what? I've only seen the first 2. I haven't seen.
Oh, I'm finna binge watch them this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's what I said I was going to do too. Godfather of Harlem is just that's my favorite show right now. Favorite show.
Forrest Whitaker. This boy can act his ass.
Woo! He is Bumpy Johnson. Oh, all right, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so did you guys know that Lamar Odom dated Taraji P. Henson at one time? He's actually opening up about their relationship and how it ended on TV One's Uncensored. Apparently, Lamar and Taraji were hot and heavy sometime between 2009, somewhere before 2009, I should say. Lamar said dating Taraji was the most adult relationship he's ever had. Take a listen.
What else?
That was the most significant relationship as a grown-up that I had with a black woman. I used to carry a picture on the road with me. Don't nobody know that. Except for dudes that play with me, but she gave me inspiration. You know what I'm saying? A black woman working like that, that's just as good as her craft and I'm at my craft.
Who's that on piano?
Wow.
I need to know. Who the hell that?
That's what you got out of that?
That's what I got out of it. Who the hell is Deep Thought and piano? That's the hell I know.
I think the music went nicely with that, Jay. It was a great pairing.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, is there anybody you dated we don't know about?
Beautiful compliment he paid her.
She's engaged in everything right now. I'm very happy.
Hey, dog, this ain't the time for that.
Well, unfortunately, the relationship ended badly because Lamar was an immature punk. According to him, I didn't know how to tell her that I was falling in love with another woman named Khloe Kardashian.
See how this story taking a turn? See right here? So right here. Right here. See, now, everybody was trying to feel something for you. Then here you come. This ain't the thing to say.
Not on our girl Taraji.
Well, it's uncensored. It's a show, so he's talking about his life and his feelings. And he just...
Well, that should have been censored.
Be quiet, Tommy.
Let's go on back to what we know.
The question has not been answered.
Come on,
Who's playing the piano? That's we got deep.
Jay, you want me to tell you who playing it?
Yes, Tommy. Who's playing the piano, man?
Tank is playing the piano.
That's good one.
That's my dog. That's my dog
that's
right
a
there.
good one.
Tommy.
That's good, boy. That was damn good right there, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a damn good one.
That was Tank.
Come on.
In other words, when he finished it, he said, "Thank you, Tank."
All right, we're moving on. In other entertainment news, R. Kelly lost another lawyer this week because he can't or won't pay the bill. He's currently locked up awaiting trial for child sex abuse and trafficking in multiple jurisdictions, but he also has an unpaid $12,000 bill from his divorce attorney. Lisa D'Amico no longer represents R. Kelly and wants a judge to force him to pay up. There you go. All right, coming up, our last break of the day and some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this at 49 minutes after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, Steve. Last break of the day. It's been a good day, a good Friday.
It's the last break of the day.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I love
Nobody
Fridays.
ever calls it off.
Friday.
Nobody ever yells it out.
Man.
Quitting time. Nobody ever.
Say it
From now
one
on,
more
when
time,
I'm here,
Jay.
I do that. From now, it's the last break of the day. From now on.
Which leads us into Steve's closing remarks. Take it
Yeah.
away, Steve.
Hey, you know, I want to share something to you all that really happened to me this year, and it was a game changer for me. And I think this is something that a lot of people experience. A guy was at my home doing a procedure today, and he said, "Mr. Harvey, thank you so much. How do you do it? How do you?" And I told him, and so I want to share it with you. I was almost borderline having high blood pressure, right? And the doctor was telling me, you got to watch it. You got to slow down a little bit. You got to take your time. You know, you need more time off or something, but you got to just stop, man. You don't have it, but you can be borderline. We like to start you on 5 milligrams. I forgot the stuff they gave me, but they gave me 5 milligrams. And so when I came back to do the checkup 90 days later, my blood pressure was perfect. And the doctor was saying to me, he said, "Man, this is great, man. That 5 milligrams really worked." He said, "But I'm looking at your records and you didn't call in to get your refills. And one supply is only, we gave you a 1-month supply. You should have had 2 refills. You didn't call in for the refills." I said, "I stopped taking it." He said, No, your blood pressure is perfect, Mr. Harvey. Don't stop taking it because it's working just fine." I said, "No, I stopped taking it after 7 days." He said, "What?" He said, "Your blood pressure is perfect. What did you do?" I said, "Well, I did 2 things. I started watching my diet really closely." He said, "That can help, but what else did you do?" I said, "I stopped worrying." He said, "What?" I said, "I stopped worrying." Because what had happened, y'all, was, and I found out that a lot of people suffer from stress. A lot of people have high cortisol levels, which stop you from losing weight. A lot of people are high blood and borderline high blood. A lot of people live their life under pressure and anxiety because of a simple thing called worry. Well, I was reading a scripture, and I'm just going to paraphrase it. There was a scripture that I had read that says, by worrying, you cannot add 1 hour to your life. And I stopped and I thought, what? By worrying, you cannot add 1 hour to your life. Now, if worrying can't even add an hour to your life, what you worrying about the rest of this stuff for? By worrying, you can't increase your time on earth. Why are you worrying about anything else? And what happens is we worry so much that we bring undue pressure on our shoulders that we don't need. Because the Lord's Prayer is clear. Give us this day our daily bread. And the reason it doesn't mention the past in the Lord's Prayer, and it never mentions the future in the Lord's Prayer, with the exception of the line, "Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." I mean, that's the closest thing to talking about anything in terms of time. But what it clearly says is give us this day our daily bread. And as I got to studying a little bit further and I was reading this book, what they're talking about is God created us as creatures to live in 24-hour increments, that we are really not designed to handle what happened in the past, and we're most certainly not designed to what's going to happen tomorrow. We are designed for 24-hour increments. That's why you ask him to give us this day our daily bread. And when you do that, each day that you face, when you focus on the right decisions for today, worshiping, praising him today, thanking him for today, thanking him for what all he's done for you, and you focus on the decisions, the thoughts, your visions. Not to say you're not supposed to have visions and dreams for tomorrow. I'm saying you're not supposed to worry about tomorrow. So when you focus on the right things of today, today is plenty. You have enough decisions to make today. You have enough trials or consequences, or tribulations to get over in the course of a day. You have enough to do to get through today. And today is so strong on us as human beings that God even broke these days up into 2 brackets. He gave us day and night. So you can even get a rest from the day by going to bed. So he gives you day and night so you can break this very stressful thing up called life and keep it into 24-hour increments. You would be surprised at how much better you would feel, or how stress-free your life becomes, and how happier you could become if you simply would not worry about tomorrow. You can actually lower your blood pressure by eating right and by stop worrying about things you can't control. You can't do nothing about tomorrow. How many times have you laid a plan out for tomorrow and then you wake up and something happens and the whole plan go away? So now, what you worrying about tomorrow, how it's going to go, when guess what? You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It could all change for the better, or it could all change to create a challenge. But if you would stop worrying, if you would ask God to give us this day our daily bread and get through the day, focus on making decisions today, focus on doing the right thing today, focus on living the best life you can live today, enjoy today. Stop tripping about what happened to you in the past because you can't change it, and stop tripping about what's going to happen tomorrow because you can't do nothing about it till it gets here. If you would just stop worrying, you would feel a whole lot better. Those are my closing remarks today. Guess what? Like I've been saying, have yourself a good weekend. Oh,
you said it.
Drop it.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.